Hi there, I'm Chelssie Baker and you're watching Real Talk, where I interview people that are so amazing and inspiring as well. Today, I'm at Envy Apparel in Vernon, where I'm going to be interviewing Avrill Christina. Her story I'm going to call From Helicopter Pilot to Real Estate Agent. Let's hear her story.
Hi, I'm Avrill. I started my career in aviation. So it took me only about 6 months to get my license to fly helicopters, and I was in aviation for about 5 years. All over northern BC, Alberta, as well as Saskatchewan, and even some pipelines as far as Manitoba. I was taking surveys around, surveying pipelines, making sure there was no leaks, things like that, and also working with lots of oil field people as well, taking them and their equipment back and forth. I love flying. It's a tricky business. It's something that's always challenging, and there's new adventures every day. There wasn't a lot of women in the industry when I was working. However, I mean, if you did your job and you worked hard, then you could break through different barriers, right? I think it was just really cool to accomplish these things where a lot of women weren't necessarily accomplishing them at this time per se. There's a lot of great women in aviation, and I had a lot of great mentors that were a huge forefront. So with the weight and balance, it's crucial that you keep your weights within their limits, and having lighter people, and that's how I got hired essentially to run the equipment, was because I was lighter. Well, I didn't change my job because I wanted to quit flying, but the lifestyle was really tough. I was away from home all of the time, and I wanted to be closer to home. I wanted to enjoy my lifestyle here in the Okanagan more. Super quick. So when I took my course, it was, I don't know, I think it was about 6 months or so, and then I wrote my exam, and then from there you start doing more training courses to actually get educated into how to be a real estate agent and how to write contracts and things like that. But I had a really great first year with Century 21, and then I've been with Remax now for about 3.5, 4 years. Real estate has been a really challenging experience, and that's why I picked it, because you have to grow and learn all of the time. I guess it would just to be confident. Be confident with yourself, don't change who you are for anybody, and make sure that you're continuously educating yourself so that you can grow. Because if you're gonna start over, then it's all about growth anyways. Okay, so I stay confident by working out. It's a huge part of my life. It helps me keep clarity in my mind. It gives me goals outside of my business, and I also feel great afterward. I think staying motivated is really tough, but if you have a friend or a family member who's willing to help out, that's great, because having somebody that keeps you accountable will make it easier, and it pushes you to go to places you wouldn't otherwise go. Well, it's hard to stay motivated for sure, but the biggest thing that is just getting there, going through the motions, and knowing how you're gonna feel afterwards, because you always feel better after working out. I also love inspirational videos and motivation. The Rock always gets you pumped up. Also a huge fan of Joe Rogan. He is one of the guys that says just get there, go through the motions, and do it. And he's very harsh and aggressive, but it'll get you motivated.
Thanks again, see you soon.
Thanks.